In 2017 in Washington State, we adopted a Uniform Durable Power of Attorney Act. And what that did is that changed our statute quite significantly. What it did was it changed it from, it used to be under RCW 1194, it's now RCW 11.125. But the important part about those changes was that, well, a couple of things. That if you want to grant certain authority to your person who's making decisions, you have to say that. Whereas in the past, it wasn't as important for you to be so specific. Let me back up a little bit. You're probably saying, okay, Lynn, you're talking a whole lot about durable powers of attorney. What is it? Please give me a definition. So a durable power of attorney is a document that you sign during your lifetime where you grant authority to somebody else, somebody you trust, to manage your affairs, your financial affairs, and your healthcare affairs. That durable power of attorney document can be just a single document combining both financial and healthcare, or it can be a separate document. At ELG Estate Planning, we prefer it to be a separate document for various reasons. You might name different people for healthcare versus finances. And also because it's a pretty robust, comprehensive document, we find it simply easier to use if they're two separate documents. What you're doing with a durable power of attorney is that you are putting safeguards in place to protect you, your family, and your money. Those safeguards are, in the event of a lack of capacity, stroke, accident, dementia, something happens so you can't manage your own affairs, someone you trust will do so. The court will not be involved in your business. The most important thing about having a durable power of attorney is not just that it avoids the court, but that somebody can step in and take care of things that need to be taken care of. So when we're talking about the laws have changed, from in 2017, from what they were before, then, so what does it matter if you have an old durable power of attorney? Under the new law, they're still technically valid. Why it makes a difference is from a pragmatic point of view. You see, durable powers of attorney can be enforced through a court matter, and you can force the bank to accept it, go through their legal, go to court, do all that. Well, that kind of goes against the whole idea of a durable power of attorney. The durable power of attorney is intended to make things easy for the person who has to make decisions for you because you can't. And if you have an old, stale, under an old law power of attorney, the bank likely is going to say, you know what, our policy is that we won't honor a power of attorney if it's any older than 5 years. That's their policy. And that's not what the law says, but we still have to be mindful of the fact that what are you trying to do with your power of attorney? You're trying to make it so that it's effective. And even though the bank might be wrong, that their policy is more restrictive than the law is, you're still dealing with the bank. So make it easy on yourself and on the people who need to act under your power of attorney. Make sure your power of attorney is under current law, which in Washington is as of 2017. It's an updated law. And make sure that, 2017, boy, that's 6 years ago already. We recommend that you take a look every 5 years at your documents to make sure that things are up to date. Law changes and life changes, are they up to date? Let's say you have a durable power of attorney from 2017 because you were on top of it. When the law changed, you got your power of attorney updated. Take your power of attorney to your bank, where you bank, to your financial institution, where you invest, and make sure that they have a copy of it and that they say, you know what, this is fine, we will honor it. Sometimes the financial institution will say, oh, okay, well, that looks valid, but you know what, we have our own form that we prefer that you sign specific to your bank accounts. I tell clients, go ahead and sign that form. It doesn't take away, it doesn't revoke the power of attorney that we prepared for you, but it keeps the bank happy, which is kind of what we're talking about, is keeping the bank, financial institutions, and others satisfied that they feel they can rely upon the power of attorney without putting themselves at risk. So laws do change.